Real quick, that it will take to win this game for the Lakers?
Well, you know, I think we have to. Sacramento has not led yet in this game, and we have to extend that. And when we start getting the lead, we have to just keep building and building and building. We can't miss layups all of a sudden. We can't miss free throws all of a sudden. Can't give layups all of a sudden. You got to stretch leads.
All right, Frank, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Joel, let's do it back to you guys.
All right, well, let's see if the Lakers can get a stop. As Frank said, they've not led in the game yet, and he wanted to maintain that, so they never got on top.
14 seconds into the third quarter, and Lakers commit a foul as Derek tried to blindside Brad Miller. Picks up the foul. Andrew thought it was on him, and he started going to the bench. Lamar actually had gotten all the way down to the scorer's table, didn't recognize that it wasn't on Andrew. And
yeah, he took the bottoms off. Yeah, he had the bottoms off. He was ready. So Andrew Bynum out there with 4 fouls. He joined us late. Andrew was only on for 9 minutes in the first half because of the foul problems. And on the runs, Salmons has the lead if he can hang on to the basketball. It was deflected away.
Well, he was wide open, too. The bounce pass hit him in the foot. He was open for a layup.
So the Lakers starting 5. And what's it going to be at the outset of the second half? Luke Walton backing down Garcia. Man, was it touched on the glass after it got up there?
They said no.
Pau Gasol thought it was. Van Kobe will clear out the runner by Spencer Hawes, who's a bit out of control.
Well, he was so worried about running into Derek Fisher.
On the run, Andrew Bynum will shoot 2.
That's a nice look by Kobe as Andrew running the floor. Spencer Hawes picks up the foul, and Andrew will go to the free throw. Let's see what the Lakers do. They have to wipe out the first half. Forget the first half, because it's now a 24-minute game. Because we're starting from scratch. It's 0-0. Both teams, it's a tie game, so 0-0. Let's see what the Lakers can do.
And make some free throws.
That's what I'm saying. Forget all about what they did in the first half.
Okay, that's a beginning. His first make of the night. He is now Andrew Bynum, 1 of 3 from the stripe. 3 points for the game on 1 of 6 shooting. To go along with 4 boards.
I'd love to have been a fly on the wall, though, to hear what was said to the players by the coaching staff at halftime.
Black could be on the ground right now, belly up. Minute gone. Salmons down the switch, gave up the dribble. He wants it against Derek Fisher. Will they find him in the mismatch? Fish fronted him out of the play. He had a foul outside. Pau Gasol. So a couple of early team fouls on the Lakers.
Well, and at that time, Francisco Garcia did the right thing. You know, when you have a big out there guarding you, you don't have to settle for a jumper. Just got to attack him off the dribble.
Boudry right back. Too easy for Brad Miller. Another breakdown defensively. So 22 of the first 54.
I've heard that before, too.
22 of the first 54 for Sacramento in the paint.
But you look at the Lakers, their body language, they just don't have a bounce in their step. I don't know whether it's confusion, not in their offense or anything, but just in what they're doing overall.
Gasol, and Hawes has 4 fouls. And he can back them down. He's going to go with the face-up game, and Pau Gasol puts the Lakers back up by a couple. So double figures again for Gasol, 11 and 7 with 3 assists. Hawes setting up Boudry for the layup.
So the Lakers, I mean, once the ball gets to one player defensively, the weak side, they're turning their head and losing their men. And that's why they're getting so many back cuts.
There's a double 2 on the ball, so when Fish left Boudry, he became available. Now Kobe. Bam. Good defense. Miller held his ground. They were on top of the basketball as it goes the other way, looking for the first lead of the game, and what a strip by Luke Walton. Now the Lakers numbers the other way. Kobe. Right by Brad Miller. And Miller, you got to remember, he's also got 3. Hawes has 4. Lakers by 2. Kobe's got 16.
Little ball fake, and Miller wasn't able to offer any resistance.
Brad Miller. Nobody picked him up outside. He'll take it all the way to the rim. Uncontested. That's 6 points for Brad Miller, tied at 58. And Frank Hamlin talked about it. Too many shots, too many layups. Missed layups for the Lakers at the opposite end. Pau Gasol, same spot, same result.
Well, he just lulls you to sleep, though. I mean, he doesn't do anything real fast at most of the time, and you think you've got him covered, and he just shoots that high arcing shot.
His average is up to 18 and 9 now. Miller way out. Man, good box out. Hawes vacates the premises. His final uncontested. It'll be Fish. And Derrick up to 7. Make it 9. That's his third make. 3 of 4. So
yeah, only 4 shots for Derrick. Shooting 75%.
And he's been hot, as I mentioned, coming into the game 5th best in the NBA beyond the three-point line. Really picked it up there. Andrew Bynum makes sure it's 1 and done. So the Lakers by 4. Kobe going away from the kick, making a 6-point lead.
I think Reggie wants a timeout.
Yeah, Kobe's starting to warm up,
well,
and they'll get it across the line and call the timeout.
And they've had the answers every time the Lakers have had a mini spurt, either whether it's a timeout or just they're running their offense. They've been able to answer. Will they be able to answer this one as the Lakers go up by a half dozen on the jump shot by Kobe Bryant with 8:08 left to go in the third.
Lakers with a 6-0 spurt over the last 60 seconds. Well, this Sunday, it is live at 9:30 and right here only on Fox Sports West. It's the 2008 Lott Trophy presentation. 4 finalists. One of the most prestigious awards in college football. Is it going to be the young man from Wake Forest, Ohio State, Texas, or Florida State? Arakpo of Texas has already won the Lombardi Award. Join Bill McDonald, Michael Eaves. A lot of greats in college football. Our buddy Terry Donahue, Marcus Allen. Everybody's going to be there. That is this Sunday, 9:30 on Fox Sports West.
I'm going with Myron Rolle.
Okay.
Rhodes call.
Good call.
Yeah.
And Arakpo already has 1 in his hip pocket. Although he's had an incredible year for the Longhorns. It'll be Udrih for 3 and Andrew Bynum. Boy, he's come out aggressive around the rim, hasn't he? 7 boards already for Andrew.
He wants to play. He says, hey, they won't let me stay on the floor in the crunch time. If I rebound everything and do my job, they'll leave me out there.
On the run, Derek Fisher, extra pass, but it was snapped away from Andrew. From behind by Salmons.
You can't blame Andrew on that one because John Salmons blindsided him completely.
It's the 10th turnover of the game on the steal. Miller losing the handle. Look at Luke Walton come away with it.
Double dribble.
Yep, he brought it up to both hands. Now Andrew Bynum. He can get involved. He thought it was going to be a transition play, so stay back for floor balance.
Yeah, exactly. Defensive balance there.
And Pau Gasol walked with it. And goes to the line looking for the three-point play. It looked like when he lost the leverage, it looked like he was doing a little backpedal.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm sure Steve, the Hawes didn't try to pull the chair out from under him. But whatever it was, Spencer Hawes just gets out of the way. Brad Miller gets out of the way. And Powell with a three-point opportunity.
Yeah, as we see it now, maybe he did anchor that pivot foot.
Yeah.
So good job by Powell. And he does get the three-point play. The Lakers have their biggest lead of the game after it was tied at 58, 9 unanswered. 5 minutes gone in the third.
The key is, what do they do with this 9-point lead? Do they build upon it, or do they just sit back again and let the Kings chop into it?
Garcia with a good entry for Hawes and blocked away by Kobe.
On the way down.
Yep. Kobe wanted the contact. He thought he got it. Now got to get back. Salmon's release.
Wow, that was strange.
And Luke on the reach. Maybe a little too demonstrative because he was close to getting into the first time. About 6-8 feet beyond the three-point arc.
Well, I tell you, Kobe did a good job of head faking on John Salmons. And obviously Salmons did a better job of not getting contact because it just looked like Kobe was going to the line to shoot some free throws.
The Kings will bring it in with 17 on the shot clock. Garcia, Salmons, Miller. Hawes stays out there with the 4 fouls. Beno Udrih. Guys off the bench have done a good job. The backcourt. Bobby Jackson. Long. Bobby Brown. Salmons, but he charged. Luke Walton took it. And like bowling pins, Lamar Odom's down 2.
One of the hardest things to teach players is once they get good dribble penetration, get themselves under control, either change directions or stop. Because if you leave your feet, you can't do either. Stay on the ground so that you can change direction or stop.
So the Lakers up by 9. Lamar makes it double figures for the first time tonight. Lakers 11 straight, 69-58, halfway through the third. Now they've gotten the stops. Will it continue?
Now you look at the defense picking up their aggressiveness a little bit. Little bounce, even though they are still in scramble mode.
Long on the good look for John Salmons. Fish dropped down on the double for Hawes. I'm going to get back to that in just a moment. And what your opinion, because Hawes was about 15 feet away. Kobe had it knocked away. Do you need to double Spencer Hawes 15, 16 feet from the basket?
I guess that's just the game plan, is to make sure that they, double everything. As Kobe has been flirting with a technical for quite some time.
And it goes back to that play where he got Salmons off his feet.
Yeah, and even before that, he has a couple of plays where he felt he got hit.
Salmons will take the technical free throw.
Surprised that he's shooting. Who's Francisco Garcia's out there? John Salmons is the best free throw shooter of those three.
So far this season, 80%. Udrih, 85%. Salmons, though, has had 32 more attempts coming into the game.
I don't care. I mean, you generally go with the guy with the highest percentage if he's got any kind of time.
Garcia is sitting on the perimeter. He hasn't taken any free throws this year.
No, wait.
Well,
no.
You're looking at he's 11 of 15.
Oh, okay.
But when you're 20 games in, as it's knocked away, and that's last by Luke Walton. It'll go the other way. That's, to me, you played that many minutes in that many games, and you've only got 15 free throw attempts. He hasn't been to the line yet.
Yeah, that tells you he's out there by the arc.
Doesn't exactly get inside offense. Garcia, though, trying to create. Ooh. It'll be a reach on Walton. And Miller will shoot 2. So it's the 4th on Luke. Andrew Bynum's got 4. Miller 4. Hawes 4 for the Sacramento Kings.
Well, Trevor Ariza up off the bench, getting ready to check in after the first free throw. As you mentioned, Luke now with 4 fouls.
And going to the bench, leading the Lakers in assists tonight. Struggled for Brad Miller offensively. Talked about it in the first half. Your friends at Discount Tire Center is giving away 2 Laker tickets to 1 winner at every location. Locate the Purple Prize Center, the nearest participating location to enter. It's going to end on the 31st of January. Discount Tire Center is a proud sponsor of the Lakers. So Brad Miller.
Well, he's got Lakeritis.
Just a little ticked off.
That's the same basket the Lakers couldn't make a free throw.
Yeah, and that was one of the things Frank Hamlin brought up with Patrick O'Neal. Kobe going through. That's a football drill, isn't it? Hawes, Salmons.
Well, a little too much of a gap there. So Spencer Hawes picks up his 5th. He's heading to the pine, but, the way Hawes has played tonight, they're almost better off with him going to the bench and bringing in Jason Thompson.
Well, you remember the end of the half. That's why I brought up Bobby Brown and Bobby Jackson with Thompson out there. They were real solid for them off the bench. So a little more than 5 to play. Miller's got 4 as well. Now, face up, or would it be a back him down position? We saw a deep 3 from Kobe and a challenge play. Makes no difference. Udrih on the run out. Lakers by 13, 72-59.
Now you get an idea as why teams send that 2nd and 3rd defender at number 24.
Kobe's up to 21 on 8 of 15. Good to see. It'll be Garcia short. He tried to duplicate the effort. He was way out there. Fish with the crossover. Derek will back it out. He's got power. And off Lamar. Thompson can't save it. And if it goes out of bounds, I believe Lamar touched it last anyway, but Thompson's momentum took him right past it.
Nice hustle by Jason Thompson.
He is going to be some kind of player for them.
Yeah, they like him a lot, and everybody can understand why.
Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Player of the Year, and Gasol.
He blocked his own shot.
Yep. He looked back over the official. Got to get back. And Miller, he's headed to the free throw line. Miller is so frustrated. He's looking for anybody to run into right now. Purple, gold, he doesn't care.
I think Field wants a technical, too. He's out on the floor. They're cutting him some real slack. As Powell went to the basket, he got slapped upside the head. That's why the shot basically came away a little bit short.
Garcia.
He looks around as if to say, "You're telling me you didn't see that?" It hit him in the neck area.
He said, "I got the license plate number, so how didn't you see it?" Miller gets the first of 2. Now, this is the time when the Lakers can't relax. Up 72-60, another free throw coming.
There's no time that the Lakers can relax. I mean, in the NBA, no team can relax. You've got to really play it out.
And I mentioned it because of the road trip. Man, when the Lakers had those big leads going into the third on 2 of those games that, well, one got away. It was Indiana. Washington almost got away. Perron Butler missed the 3. Both starts of the 4th. The Lakers led by 15. Right now, it's 11. Trevor Ariza popping up. And Trevor didn't miss in warm-ups. He really worked at it. He was the first Laker out here, and I bring that up because coming into the game over the previous 2, he was 4 of 19. So that's good. A decisive stroke from Trevor Ariza, who's got 6 and 4 tonight. And the Lakers take it away. Lamar Odom backdoor Trevor Ariza. That
hit the rim.
Yep. Needed to put a little more air under that one. Thompson denied inside. The Lakers recovered, but Udrih outside. And Lamar battling. He and Thompson were all locked up. A lot of jerseys there. It'll be Gasol. With so much time on the shot clock. Fish will set it up.
Left hand.
It's coming. And Trevor Ariza, you can count it, stayed with it. Fouled underneath by Udrih. Another guy was trying to back him out but didn't have position.
When the ball is shot, Trevor Ariza, if he's on the weak side especially, he finds a way to get to the cup. And he does a great job. Tips it in, and the foul. 3-point opportunity to see if he can stretch a 15-point lead.
Yeah, he went right by Udrih. Could only reach the last second. So the Lakers, remember, was tied at 58. It's an 18-3 run. What's with the free throws? It stays 18-3. Bobby Jackson checking in. Udrih will sit down as he heads over to the bench with his 3rd foul. Going along with 11 points.
See, that's the new rule. You can switch off the ball. That's why I put a lot of guards out on their bigs at the free throw line. You can always switch off the ball.
Salmons will get the roll. And the reach going to the line, looking for the 3-point play. It's going to be called on Kobe.
Kobe can't say much because he's already got that 1 tee. Another tee is going to send him in for the early shower.
And he knows it. Backs away from Violet Howard. That was a contested one. Fish was over there. He looked like he was going to be able to lock him up a little bit. And Kobe, they called on the foul. So the Lakers by 12 in the 3-point play.
There to get it across.
64.
Oh, do they flirt with that or what?
It'll be a foul off the ball on Bobby Jackson. A little nudge on Derek Fisher. So when we come back, Fish is shooting free throws.
Well, 2:52 left, and the Lakers up by double digits. But let's see if they can stretch a 12-point lead to 18, an 18-point lead to 24. That's the mentality you have to have. You can't be complacent just because you have a double-digit lead. The Lakers will come out of here, and I think they'll do just that.
Fox Sports West presents Lakers basketball, brought to you by Nissan. See your Southern California Nissan dealer today for great deals. Buy your Southern California Ford dealers. See what's new at SE4dealers.com. And by 7 pounds in theaters December 19th.
2:52 left here in the third. The Lakers up by a dozen. Some of the reason they've extended their lead here in the third is off the bench. Trevor Ariza continues with the energy. You know, if you don't put a body on him, he has a way of finding himself around the basketball. He had that tip in. Actually got fouled before the tip, but he slapped at it. It went in. Got a 3-point play.
Trevor at 8 and 5. Come into the game close to a 10-point average and out of his hands.
You can see it's in his head now. I mean, you can always tell by just the look of a player whether they're confident at what they're trying to accomplish. And right now, Trevor, not a very confident free throw shooter.
Now the Lakers, 12 of 23 at the line, 52% as a group. And worse. Andrew Bynum tried it. It was Dante Green who kept him away from it. So the Lakers now 50%. Back to the gym.
Well, the biggest lead was 15, so let's see what Dante, that's going out of the gym, isn't it?
Yeah, Dante Green. It was downwind.
It's tough when you've been sitting on the bench the whole game. You get in, the first touch is a long, long three-pointer. Get into the flow a little bit.
Jordan Farmar in the backcourt along with Andrew Bynum downstairs. Lamar Odom, Kobe, the triple off the front of the rim. And Thompson, he can glass it. He can really board. 15 in the previous matchup before the Lakers game. He had 15 and 10 came at the offensive end. A Kings record. John Salmons thinking about the long one, and the shot clock is down. And instead gets the 12-14 footer. Well, just on the wheel. That was a smart play. Got the higher percentage look, so it's down to 10.
But you make him a passer there. You could tell when he had it on the wing, he had his mind made up he was getting a shot.
That's 20 points now for Salmons as he sends Kobe to the free throw line. So Kobe shoots 2. Let's see if the third on Salmons.
See if Kobe can make 2. That's the key.
Kobe is 3 of 5, and it's been by committee. Andrew Bynum 2 of 4. Ariza 2 of 6. Josh Powell, though, in 4 minutes, did a great job of the boards, but when he got to the line, just 1 of 5. Yeah, there was a big game earlier tonight in Boston, and Boston pulled away late from New Orleans. So with the loss for the Hornets, that is their 7th loss. Mentioned just a few minutes ago, the Suns winning by a point and snapping Orlando's 4-game winning streak. No surprise with the Cavaliers winning at home. And for Cleveland, that is their 11th consecutive win. They're 13-0 at home. What a level LeBron James is playing at. What a gifted guy. They move it around on the back door. They'll get a break. Dante Green with a dunk. The Lakers thought they had it, but it ricocheted right to Green.
And that's what it was, too, a complete ricochet. Trevor just about came away with the steal, and then it ricocheted off of him and Lamar.
Lakers by 10. You mentioned up by 15, couldn't add to it. Let's see how they close out the last 65 seconds. Good look, Andrew Bynum. And it's been that kind of night for Drew. 1 of 7 after the miss. Couldn't ask for a better position, though, to be in. It'll stay out for Jason Thompson. Farmar looking for early offense with Kobe. And sizing it up. Kobe fills it up. He's got 25. Lakers by a dozen. Salmons bump, rub. Kobe saying, wait a minute, if you're going to call touches. More free throws for John Salmons. And Kobe is going to sit down with Sasha Vujacic coming in. Sasha, real effective game for him the last one. And I don't blame the frustration for Kobe at all. Because sometimes, even before the ball gets in his hands, they're in his jersey. So he's right when he looked, and he couldn't say a thing because of the technical. But if you're going to call touch fouls, it's got to be both ends of the floor. And back to Sasha, season high 15 for the Machine in the last one. And good to see him settle in and get comfortable.
Really must be this end for free throws.
I think
the Kings shot very well first half, but not too well here in the third.
They were 11 of 13 at one point. They're now 15 of 20. So 1 of 2 for Salmons. Lakers by 11.
See if they try to get a quick 2-for-1 here. And it doesn't look like they're going to try it.
Andrew Bynum up against Moore once again on the handoff. Ariza recovers in time to collect it. Bobby Jackson moving his feet well. And Jordan Farmar got him out of position to the last second. A couple of free throws coming up for Jordan because, boy, for a guy that's 35, Bobby Jackson moved pretty well, didn't he?
Did a good job of moving those feet. As Jordan changes directions and the head fake, and Bobby bit. I mean, once you bite, sometimes you don't like the taste of it. And I don't think Bobby liked the taste of that one. Jordan shoots 2.
And Jordan was missing free throws in warm-ups. I mean, an hour and a half, 2 hours before the game. They say you play like you practiced, and he was missing them in warm-ups, so missed the first there. 23.5 seconds left in the third. Lakers were tied, don't forget. So a plus for the Lakers. Last touch by Lamar Odom. And Lamar saying, I didn't touch the basketball.
Yeah, but the way Lamar swung at the ball, the momentum, I mean, his hand motion was going toward out of bounds.
And a technical.
And Lamar gets a 2.
Yeah. The impression he gave by the action.
Yeah.
So, a technical on Kobe. Now one on Lamar Odom.
A lot of this is just frustration.
And how about the free throws for the Lakers? 14 of 28, 50%. Bobby Jackson says, I got no problems with these rims. It's a 10-point game. Bobby is going to turn 36 later this season in March, and still playing at a very high level. He had a nice run with this team earlier. He was with Minnesota, Denver, and now his second tour of duty. He also played for the Hornets and the Rockets. Pressure in the backcourt, and it pays off. Jordan Farmar on the takeaway. Sasha helping him out. Points off the turnover, and last touch, they say by Odom. Out of bounds with 12.7 to play. Bench liked it.
Nice little double team over there by Jordan and Sasha, and turned the ball over, and all of a sudden Jordan's going the other way and throwing one down. Then Lamar just about tipped it free on the inbound pass.
Bobby Brown, final 8 seconds. And Mikey Moore extended the arm a little bit. Sasha held by Bobby Brown, and that's free throws. Sasha's going to shoot with 3.3 seconds exactly left in the third. And now the frustration's working the other way.
Yeah.
You can see it.
And you know, after they picked Bobby Brown, I was just getting ready to say he's going to get the last shot. And he was dribbling that time as if he had his mind made up that he was going to take the last shot of the quarter, and the Lakers tipped it free, and then in his frustration, he committed the foul. See if Sasha can make 2. He hasn't been there in about a week.
He's only taken 1 shot tonight in his 6 minutes of work. Now, there's a couple of guys you want at the line. Sasha, Fish, and Fish among the top 10 in the NBA once again, and that's the way he started last season. And Kobe, of course. In fact, Derek Fisher, 94%, is 4th best in the league in free throw percentage.
And this is where you don't foul.
Bobby Jackson draws the contact. Stay away. Make sure a veteran can't induce that.
I mean, that's why I said this is where you don't foul. You just run beside him, make him make a difficult shot. If he makes a shot to end the quarter, so be it. But you don't foul him and send him to the line for 2.
And don't beat yourself. Granted, they're up by that many, double figures. But don't beat yourself. So Bobby Jackson gets a couple. And that'll do it for the third. So plus 12 for the Lakers. You like that a lot. In fact, how about 32 points? And they held Sacramento to 20.
Well, let's see what they can do in the final quarter. You know they've had issues with the final 12 minutes down the stretch. This is down the stretch again. Lakers lead it by 12. Well, Jordan and the bench and the starters get the job done. Well, we head into the fourth quarter. The Lakers up by 12, and the Toyota game reset. First half, it was the King guards. I mean, they were getting it done again. Whether it was penetration or knocking down jumpers, they did the job. Second half, though, it's been the Lakers. And it's been especially number 24, Kobe Bryant, knocking down shots like that three-pointer to beat the shot clock. Kobe leading all scorers with 25, but he has to be careful. He's picked up a technical foul, so he has to put a button on the lip.
Nice quarter offensively. Kobe had 11 of the 32. He's got 25 for the game.
What I like about that, look at the production for Sacramento. 27, 25, 20. So the Lakers are turning the defensive screws. They need to continue with that type of mentality. And it was working just the opposite the last few weeks. They were allowing teams to increase their production each 12-minute session.
And in the first 15 games of the year, when they were only giving up 94 a contest, they always had at least 1 quarter per game. With the opposition for the most got 20 points. Frequently it was 16, 17, 18. Now the Lakers inside of 10 in the shot clock. Farmar beats Udry on the run.
And shoots up a brick.
Wow. Was he passing to himself? On the back door. And that was a high toss that Jason Thompson came down with. It's down to 10, 84-74.
Now, when it left his hands, I thought that's a pass that he won't be able to retrieve for a score. He might catch it, but not score with it.
It'll be Sasha from Farmar. Farmar keeping it alive. He's got the inside position. Doesn't quit on the play. But it is Dante Green coming away with it. So now, watch out for the second unit. Sasha bats it away from Bobby Jackson. Going up against Dante Green. Leaves it off for Ariza. Outstanding work with those two.
Well, one of the things you talk about to players, when you beat your man off the dribble, shorten your dribble or cross it over because he's going to reach around and tap it. That's exactly what Sasha did.
So big assist. Dante Green poked away, but he got it right back. Little ragged.
Just like they drew it up, though.
Johnson. And Andrew Bynum picks it up, his 9th board of the game. Farmar thought he had a little crease, a lane. Sasha on the curl. And blocked away out of bounds to the Lakers with 7 on the shot clock.
And I talked about it a minute ago about shortening your dribble as we look at Sasha getting the results of the play after he tapped it free, and Trevor with the easy hoop.
Francisco Garcia coming in for Dante Green. A brief run for Green that time. Now short shot clock and thrown away on the inbounds, but Udrih, fortunately for the Lakers, and the clock never started. He was on the baseline.
Yeah,
10-16 to play.
When he caught the ball, he slid a little bit and his foot touched the line. Lakers dodged one there.
The Lakers with 11 turnovers. That looked like number 12. Right now they're a +9 in points off turnovers. 19-10 out of the 14 committed by Sacramento.
They're calling control.
Whoa.
Wow.
Should be 7.
Well, he did. Yeah, they put it back. I mean, because now it is 7 on the 24.
Plenty of time for the Lakers. Get a decent look on the handoff. Ariza on the spin. It'll be Sasha for 3. Yes! Trevor Ariza finds the Lakers match their largest lead of the game. So Sasha coming off a season high 15. Gets his first bucket of the game. But Garcia wide open in the corner. Leaving the shooter. It is back to a dozen. 89-77. Garcia up to 13 with that bucket.
Now, Andrew had real good position, but I guess Trevor felt, hey, he's not guarding me. Don't respect my shot. I'll show you.
So Ariza with 13, Udrih on the crossover. Garcia wanted the contact. He wasn't there, though. And now on the run out, scramble mode, sets it up for Thompson. Lucky it's not a three-point opportunity because it looked like Lamar cracked him from behind. Lakers by 13, 92-79. For the second unit, maintaining the separation, at least for the time being.
Ooh, you had him.
Step back. Picked up by Garcia.
Now, he did. He literally stepped back. You never teach a literal step back. It's a step across, because when you step back, your weight transfers to your heels. Very difficult to shoot the ball with your body weight going backwards.
Garcia charges. Sasha's there outside of the arc. The little things that we talk about.
Was he outside the arc?
We'll take it.
They'll definitely take it. As Francisco Garcia says, "You sure about that call, Mr. Referee?" And he says, "Yep, I'm sure about it." And Sasha says, "Are you sure about this assist?" He deserved the basket. He's the one that had to steal, but he'll take the assist and then get the basket. Lakers lead at 92-79 in the fourth with 8:46 to play. And Sasha, I was talking about a play where when you get beat off the dribble, or when you beat your man off the dribble, shorten it. Bobby Jackson beat Sasha, but Sasha reached around and tipped it free, ends up with an easy hoop by the Lakers. And then on the next possession down, Sasha says, "Hey, I'm normally on the receiving end of passes," and then takes the charge. So Sasha's all fired up. And hopefully that'll translate itself to the Lakers, and they'll keep playing with this kind of fire because they need some kind of a jump start to get themselves feeling good, get a little bit of a swagger.
And the bench has definitely helped. 34 points from the reserves, and we still have 8:46 left in the contest. So Sasha staying out there. Kobe comes onto the floor. And a smaller lineup for the Lakers. It'll be Kobe, Farmar, Sasha Vujacic, Trevor Ariza, and Andrew Bynum.
But now the Lakers probably will be scrambled. Let's see. Although Trevor can guard Jason Thompson, I believe.
Andrew going after it. Thompson will try to steal it away. Ariza inside the arc. Soft touch. It wanted to go. So Ariza now from the field after the miss. 5 of 7. 13 and 5. But it's got to stay at this end of the floor, the way they've been playing. They've held them to 7 points so far over the first 4 minutes of the third. Bobby Jackson, long to Mikey Moore.
Long shots are going to be long rebounds 90% of the time.
Mikey Moore losing it. Sasha contested it. And a couple of free throws coming up for Jason Thompson.
Mikey Moore actually jumped away from contact that time. Instead of attacking the rim, he kind of double pumped it, double clutched it, and shot it from one side of the glass to the other side of the glass.
And one guy,
his case for a foul.
Foul is on Andrew Bynum. Man, Andrew Bynum gets his 5th. He'll stay on the floor with 8:03 to play. The guy that can get him back into the game in a hurry, though, and he was very effective against the Lakers on Tuesday, is about to check back in between free throws. So that is John Salmons. Thompson will get the roll. So 19 minutes off the bench with 9 and 8 already. Jason Thompson. Salmons returns with 21. That's what he had last game against the Lakers.
And with 8:03 to play, and Andrew with 5 fouls, but the Lakers up by 12, and Pau Gasol still sitting on the bench. They have the luxury of allowing Andrew to stay on the floor. If he fouls out, then Powell can go to final whatever it is.
And now another try at the offensive end off the one that was hard off the heel. Overplay, Garcia with Salmons. Good for him. And across it goes to Sasha. Farmar blocked away by the length of Garcia. And Garcia closed in a hurry at 6'7". And long arms. Textbook. Garcia finding John Salmons.
Back down to a 10-point game. I mean, this isn't something that, and you know, the Lakers have had fourth quarters where they've kind of come unglued, so to speak.
You mean like Indiana? You mean like Washington?
So they need something that will give them some confidence in this quarter.
Yeah, positive. Kobe, his first touch since coming back on the floor. Finding Andrew Bynum. Not a bad idea. Lakers by a dozen.
Well, why? Let me ask you this. Why would Mikey Moore leave Andrew there?
Boudry setting up a wide open John Salmons. So the Lakers collapse to the paint. There are a couple available on the arc. He's got 26. The Lakers up now, only by 9. Sasha, quick release. Sasha with the answer.
Long deuce.
96-85 as he stepped into the long one. So the Lakers get 7 off the bench from Sasha. It'll be Mikey Moore on the pick and roll, and Boudry found him.
That last play where I was talking about why would Mikey Moore leave Andrew Bynum. Kobe has the ball in the post. All of a sudden, Mikey Moore leaves him, and Kobe just throws it up toward him. I mean, I assumed that Mikey was going to come over and double team Kobe. You can't double off the box, and Andrew was on the opposite box. That's a recipe for disaster.
The Lakers by 11 with Mikey Moore, the former Nebraska Cornhusker, in his 11th season, and an important year for him. He's under contract next year, but they've got a small buyout on a $6 million final year of a contract for Mikey Moore. Trevor Ariza headed over to the bench, and a good night for Trevor so far as Pau Gasol comes back for the Lakers.
That's going to force Reggie to make a decision here. Will he want to come back with Brad Miller?
1 of 2, and the Lakers still with a double-digit lead. Farmar in the backcourt with Sasha. It'll be Kobe. They find him. Andrew Bynum's there. He knew it. Kobe wanted the bucket, but they all collapsed on Kobe. Freed up Bynum again. So Drew now with 8 and 10.
Well, when your man leaves you there, your first thing to do is go to the front of the rim. And that's what Andrew did. He got the putback.
Udrih splitting it out top.
Same thing Mikey Moore just did.
Mikey Moore on the follow. Good job, though, on the dribble penetration by Beno Udrih and getting back to his strong side. Nobody stopped the ball. Now Farmar. Gasol with a show. I'll take it. And it'll be Mikey Moore.
Well, he's been so confident from that position that just about everybody thought that shot was going in.
Salmons. A good rotation by Gasol. But again, three in the corner. This time it's Udrih. So wide open shots. And the Lakers are only up by 7. And they need a timeout.
This is really becoming interesting. Not the game, but just how things have unfolded for the Lakers in the fourth quarters of games the last few weeks. They still have 5 minutes to rectify it, but momentum with the Sacramento Kings.
What was once a 15-point lead is down to 7 for the Lakers. 98-91. They'll have the ball, though, with 5:09 to play. And don't forget, Sunday night, 9:30, only on Fox Sports West, is the 2008 Lott Trophy presentation. 4 finalists have all been named. So check it out. What's it going to be? Well, Curry. How about you like roll? Rakpo's already won. Laurinaitis of Ohio State's in there. Philip McDonald, Mike Leaves. A lot of people in the world of college football are all going to be there. Pete Carroll, Terry Donahue, Marcus Allen. I like that Packer hat. So the Lakers, with 5 to play, bring Fish back on the floor. In fact, the starting 5 is out there. And Andrew Bynum working with 5 fouls. Pau Gasol up against the rookie Jason Thompson. Going back to the right hand and fouled by Thompson. That is the first team foul on Sacramento. The Lakers will only a couple.
You know, I talked about how the Lakers defense was tightening the screws each quarter from the first to the second to the third. But here it is in the fourth again. And the Kings are going to have their biggest scoring quarter of the game here in the fourth. Win or lose, they're going to have their biggest scoring quarter. So it's another fourth quarter where they haven't been able to really slam the door.
They've got 19 already, Sacramento. 7 of the shot clock, Kobe and Gasol. And Powell challenge, real short, picked up by Hawes. Hawes just came back into the game. He joins Udrih, Garcia, Salmons, and Mikey Moore. And Mikey Moore on the floor. Not Brad Miller right now with 4.5 to play. Hedging, it's Bynum. Udrih finding Hawes. And taken down by Andrew Bynum, who's just fouled out of the game.
Well, he got faked and he made sure that he wasn't going to give up a 3-point play. So he just grabbed him as he went down. They're calling a flagrant 1, too.
It'll be 2 and the ball on the side. Let's talk about the change of momentum. With 4:24 to play, this has the potential. It can be a 5-point trip. A couple of free throws first. So Hawes will shoot them. John Salmons, for some reason, walked over like they were his. Andrew Bynum was fouled out. Close to a double-double, but offensively it was a tough one for Drew. 3 of 9. And he's been shooting at such a high percentage. So it stands out when he's 3 of 9. So Spencer Hawes, he can make it way too interesting. And that's what he does well, is shoot the basketball. Came out of Washington doing that. And at the line, 71% so far this season. So to make it 5. And the basketball belongs to Sacramento. Anybody's game now at Staples. Anybody's game now at Staples Center with 4:24 to play.
I'm going to make an understatement of the year. The Lakers have a lot of work to do.
And it's a 7-0 run right now for Sacramento. Well, we've talked about it before, whether it's closing the quarter or now finishing games.
The most misleading 18-3 record you'll ever see.
Udrih losing the handle, and then the foul on Udrih going into the legs of Lamar Odom, trying to scramble back into
but
it.
That's how you hurt a player's knees. Man, that's dangerous because Lamar's reaching down to pick it up, and Udry's momentum as he dives for it goes right into the knees of Lamar. Very fortunate. He's a little gimpy right now, but I think he'll be okay.
16th turnover committed by Sacramento. The Lakers have to capitalize. Lamar Odom, long, and Lamar racks it up. Lakers by 8. He was pretty decisive on that. Went right up.
I guess the knees are feeling okay. He did not hesitate.
Lamar 4 of 5 with that make. Salmons denied, but that frees up because they doubled downstairs out of the high post. Spencer Hawes.
Well, I'm at a loss, at a total loss.
It's a constant double.
It's a total loss.
101-95. Lakers by a half dozen with 3.5 left. Kobe on the follow-away. Real strong. He'll set it up with Udry. Salmons is the guy that's hurt them, because the Lakers have been going with 2 at him. And then he found Hawes on that last play. Did a better job that time with the head with a screen and roll. It'll be Hawes. Short corner 3 is going to be real short. No, he got it. Down to 3. So the big guy steps out and makes it way too close. Inside of 3 to play. Fish on the crossover in the pull-up game. Right back to the deuce. 103-98. Big one. Huge one. 2-possession game. Fish has 11 on only 5 shots. That was almost thrown away. Salmon's not ready for that pass. Udry. Close to a wall walk. Yep. And going to the line to shoot 2. They'll call the little nudge on Derek Fisher.
Wow, 2:29 to go, and we've got ourselves quite a ball game. The Lakers have squandered another big lead, and the Sacramento Kings will be shooting 2 free throws. They only trail by 5. 2 free throws here, you do the math. And the Lakers are starting to feel the pressure.
2:29 to play. Lakers by only 5. And free throws coming up for Beno Udry. Points in the paint, and it was a big difference last game in Sacramento on Tuesday night. It was 52-32 Sacramento, and it was mostly their guards, their perimeter players.
But again,
dribble penetration.
12-point lead going into the 4th. The Lakers have given up 27 points in the first, 25 in the second, only 20 in the third. But here, with 2:29 to play, the Kings are going to have their biggest scoring quarter if he makes these 2 free throws.
Well, the Lakers had that one stretch where there were 4 consecutive games where they'd given up 30 or more in the 4th.
Yeah.
So
no, they're going to give up 30 in this quarter.
Right, it's a trend. And fortunately for the Lakers, this is only game number 22. Udry misses the first of 2. He's had a good game overall with 14 and 7 assists. He averages 5 assists a game, and they'd like to see him in the 7 to 8 range for the mere fact that he's also turning it over at a pretty high rate. And he misses both.
Wow.
He's turned it over on average 3 times a game.
I feel you, Rich.
Out of the league leaders, that's 3rd most. So the Lakers escape with that. Now, can they make them pay? Kobe on the turn. Glass, it'll work. 105-98. How about that swing?
How about
Instead
that
of 3,
hang time?
it's up to 7.
Boy,
Kobe's got 27.
Hangs in the air that time, and Mikey Moore was there, but yet he wasn't there.
Again, they left his shooter. Mikey Moore thought he had it. Pau Gasol batted it away. Salmons can't ask for a better look, though.
No, I mean, again, wide open.
So the Lakers by 7. Final minute 40. Gasol late. Kobe early slams her home.
And the foul.
Came. He'll go to the line looking for the 3-point play. Pau just got there in time for the pick.
A high screen and roll, something the Lakers see a lot of. They use here, and Kobe gets the edge that he needed and gets on that trampoline and elevates, gets the basket and 1. The crowd on their feet. They see a 10-point lead here if he converts this free throw. And terrible foul that time by Spencer Hawes. He's got to get there earlier or just give that one up.
Well, actually, he's got to get off the floor, but it is on Hawes. That's his 6th. Free throw goes down. Kobe makes it a three-point play. 108-98. Lakers by 10.
Well, the Lakers had a little surge after the 2 free throws that were missed by Bano. And all of a sudden, a close game goes into a double-digit game, but still, minute and 36 to play. Minute and 36, the Lakers by 10, and Kobe with that last three-point play. That's when the fans were chanting MVP. I guess there's a reason, because he's exploded here in the final minute, or the last minute of play. You know, it started with the bank. Hang time is what I was talking about, as he came down and they were there. Mikey Moore comes over and Kobe hangs and kisses it off the window and then turns the corner. Anytime you let an offensive guy turn the corner like that, especially going to his strong hand, you got a problem. The last play, the foul, that's the three-point play.
Originally, they put it on Hawes. They've changed it to Garcia. Hawes still on the floor. That's the 5th on Francisco, and he's off the floor. And moving pick. It'll go the other way. Call the foul on Bobby Jackson.
Illegal screen.
Yep. Goes the other way for the Lakers. So bad time for a turnover if you're the Sacramento Kings with 90 seconds left and you call your coaching staff. They just called the play. It never got there. Now the Lakers need to use some clock. 15 on the shot clock. Inside of 10 for a pitch. Leading it off with Pau Gasol. And a couple of free throws.
Nice play by
what a
Derek Fisher.
What a dish.
I mean, very nice play. Recognized everything that time. Gee, goes baseline, gets shut off, and then all of a sudden says, okay, I see you, Powell. Powell gets pushed by Mikey Moore. So Powell go to the line and shoot 2.
Coming through down the stretch, because the Lakers have had their issues at the stripe tonight at one point. They were 14 of 28. Right now on an 8-0 run after that make. And another double-double for Pau Gasol, who we documented as the most consistent Laker so far this season. And it started in the preseason for him. So it was a busy summer, but he was not a tired guy when he arrived after winning silver in Beijing. 110-98. 9 straight for the Lakers in crunch time. Salmons with the shot clock coming down, and they're using a lot of clock. Cupping it, reversing it, and Pau Gasol cleaning it up.
The crowd is chanting
we know
tacos.
Why. We know why.
What? I can't believe they've held them to 98. Still, they're going to get another possession.
Nice screen to roll again. Kobe sliding his way home, leaves it off for Fish. Icing on the cake, a little long, and able to clean out. Bobby Jackson. Udry. Does he win tonight? Yes. It's a win for the Lakers, but the fans wanted those tacos.
Going on that basket, they're leaving.
So the Lakers by 9, foul on Salmons. It's interesting, though, you're down by double figures, and you use most of the shot clock on the previous possession.
Well, I mean, the Lakers, on that possession you're talking about, they did a good job defensively of not allowing Salmons to go one-on-one. He wanted to go earlier, but they kind of trapped him, and he kept bouncing it and bouncing it. Meanwhile, the clock keeps ticking and ticking, and like you said, they used up just about all the 24.
Kobe shoots 2, and the Lakers are 19-3. They're 12-1 at home. They've only got 1 loss to a Western Conference team, and it was the Sacramento Kings. So when you look down the road, looking ahead, division record, head-to-head, conference record. It started out very, very well for the Lakers. They've got some things to figure out, there's no question, and especially protecting leads in the 4th. Bobby Jackson, the final 10. And on its way down, Kobe. Oh boy, Fish.
They get popped.
Yep.
On the way down, I believe, maybe it was even one of his teammates that popped him.
Took some friendly fire.
Just got to get it across.
And that'll do it. The Lakers take 2 of the first 3 from the Sacramento Kings, a team that will not see until April the final 10 days of the regular season.
Well, the Lakers obviously very, very happy with the victory. But I'm not going to dampen it. They're very, very happy with the victory.
Well, they turned it on when they needed to. There was a nice spurt at the end of the third.
But you can't wait that long
Right.
against good teams. I mean, I'm not saying that the Kings aren't a good team. They're not one of the upper echelon teams by any stretch.
They're not an elite team.
And they're
We know
not an
that.
elite team. Is right.
Yeah, the third quarter, the difference with the Lakers when they outscored them by a dozen, 32-20. Fourth quarter, that's another story we're going to talk about on the postgame show. I got a feeling with the guys. Lakers win 112-103 as we go downstairs to Patrick O'Neal. Patrick.